Pre-match analysis, Arsenal versus PSG, and with me today is Manu reports though he doesn't really commentate on the wherever football. He does more on Kenyan football. But I have a question for you, a simple one, and I want you to give me simple answers. Today it's Arsenal versus PSG. That's the semi-finals Champions League match. First leg, and it's happening at Emirates. And you know what happened at Emirates last time? Real Madrid, the champions with the best players ever in the world, faced it tough. 3-0. What do you think is going to happen now with PSG?
Thank you, Mr. Alan Coy. So yeah, Arsenal will come in PSG at the Emirates Stadium, and we all know the Emirates Stadium is not a place where you're gonna come in, do your magic and go away, or it will be a tough place to go and face Arsenal. First thing, we all know Arsenal have been good at home this season. They've also been good in the Champions League. Also, PSG have been good in the Champions League. Also, they've been doing good. However, Arsenal have the upper hand because they're at home. One thing, as you've said that they won a 3-0 win against one of the best teams.
Not just the best team with the best defenders, best midfielders, best strikers with the best goalkeeper.
We can see the best goalkeeper, best forward.
Even the midfield.
Their midfield, nope.
Okay.
I refuse to say that because the midfield for Barcelona right now is better than, because Olmo and John and Pedri, that midfield is better than for Real Madrid, to be genuine. And also, so Arsenal will be facing PSG. To me, I feel like it will be a 2-1 win or a draw. However, that draw will be 4 goals. I feel like both teams will score, to be sure, because they feel like there'll be entertainment. However, PSG, they don't have the upper hand because like the home crowd will be pushing Arsenal. And I feel like Arsenal, the way they played in the quarter-final, and the teams that have qualified for the semi-final, Arsenal, PSG, and Barcelona and Inter Milan, Arsenal is the only team that won home and away. Remember, PSG, they were beaten by Aston Villa in the second leg, and they look vulnerable, they look miserable. Their defense has been teared apart. If it's not for Donnarumma, a save, that save, like Camilla Martinez and Kolomwani in the World Cup final, PSG could have been eliminated, and it has been repeated every time. PSG, they look like they're going to win the Champions League, or they're going to win this match. However, they are being eliminated because of poor performance, lack of concentration. I feel like the pressure that will be there for PSG, I don't feel like they will sustain it, because like that pressure that was at Villa Park, this one will be more. Arsenal the one thing. I feel like Arsenal want this thing more than any team, because yes, PSG they want it.
The EPL is gone.
The EPL is gone. PSG have already won their league there. Despite them, the main target of PSG has already been the Champions League. They've once reached the Champions League final. And remember one thing: Arsenal is the only team that has not reached in the Champions League final. They have reached, but not recently. Inter reached the final against which team? It was against which team? Man City. They were beaten by Man City. And Barcelona, they have reached the final also. And with the other team, PSG, they also reached the final against Liverpool. However, they were beaten. So, like these are like juicy. However, Arsenal, the last time they reached the final, I can't remember.
Before you were born.
Not before, but because I don't have the history well. But however, they'll be. And one thing, Arsenal, they have never won the Champions League, so they'll be eager to win it.
So Arteta wants this thing like
nothing. He wants this thing like.
And he's ready to give everything. To get
he's going to give it everything. Remember, Arsenal, the last 3 seasons, they have not won anything. They've been finishing number two. Next season, Netflix FC. Anyway, so
it's the next season team.
Netflix FC. So I feel like Merino is back. However, the good thing, Merino is back. Partey is out for the first leg. Partey was given a yellow card and he will play in the first leg. And Merino is back. He'll come and boost. I feel like they'll need their number 6, natural number 6 like Party. And the only natural number 6 they have is Jorginho. However, Jorginho is not good in defending, but he's good on the ball. Off the ball is not good, on the ball is good. However, Party is good on the ball and off the ball, like he normally gives the room for players like Odegaard, even Odegaard and Rice, Rice has been always scoring, although the assist have come from corners and free kicks. Anyway, that's a part of football. And I feel like if they maybe I can predict Merino will play on the left side of the midfield, Odegaard on the right, and Rice will play the 6. However, they will have limited him, and they will miss. That's why you see they miss Thomas Partey.
So, do you think the game will be done within the 90 minutes, or there'll be extra time?
Okay, it is first leg and second leg.
Yep.
So even if you win or you don't win in the first leg, you'll have a chance in the second leg. However, if let's assume like this match has ended on a 1-1, next leg it went in a 2-2 or 0-0, they will go for the
extra time.
For the extra time, and the penalty.
And the penalties, if the extra time won't bring in the results.
However, I feel like this match, most of the goals will be scored in the second leg, because even in the first leg of the quarterfinal, most of the goals were scored in the second leg. So hapa ni ile tu mnapimana, like wacha tuone ndio mnacheza ile je.
But whoever scores many goals in the first leg has a higher chance. So I think they will have to make sure that they are scoring more goals, especially to secure a win. Yeah, to secure a win in the second leg.
Especially Arsenal, they will need to score.
So personally, I'm seeing like 5 goals in favor of Arsenal. No, first leg in favor of Arsenal, I'm seeing 5 goals. I know that's impossible, but that is what I'm seeing, and I will defend it. And I know Arsenal are going to do that. So what are your last remarks on this?
My last remarks is that I hope Luis Enrique, the head coach of PSG, will find a solution to protect his defense line, because the players that are there to protect they don't have the capability. Okay, City they don't have, but they cannot sustain the pressure within, because we saw against Aston Villa they were vulnerable. They were going to lose that match. They were scored 2 goals in 1 minute or 2 minutes, so they will need to sustain that pressure. And also Luis Enrique has also won the Champions League with Barcelona, the MNS, Messi, Neymar and Suarez, so I hope that we let the players, the likes of Dembele, Baroka and Kvaratskhelia, to sustain the pressure and to know how to score, because like in the first leg Kvaratskhelia was like, okay, the forward were not able to score. They were not sharp. But let's wait and see.
Yeah, that is our pre-match analysis. Arsenal versus PSG game with Manu reports. Let's see what will happen next. And we believe Manu said that he really feels that it will be a 2-1 in favor of Arsenal. That's Arsenal 2, PSG 1. But I'm saying it will be 5-0 in favor of Arsenal. Arsenal scoring 5 goals against PSG. PSG won't leave with any goal at any point at Emirates, and that is how it shall be, because this season Arsenal has they have no excuse but take this home.
Na muni follow hapo kwa Instagram, Facebook.
Manu reports Instagram, TikTok. Manu reports TikTok, Manu reports Facebook.
Yeah.
And very soon Manu reports on YouTube, but that is sooner.
Yeah.
Thank you.